Hello everyone! So today I thought that I'd film a sit down video of the au pair tag. I got this idea from another YouTuber, a YouTube channel I think is called Life with Steph. She is also an au pair and she is, I believe, leaving to go to America in July of this year, and she's going to vlog her experience as well. I was watching some videos on her channel and saw this this video that she did called the au pair tag, the pre-departure au pair tag, and I thought that I would give it a go. I thought it looked like fun. I have changed some of the questions though, because obviously I'm currently an au pair and I was an au pair last year, so I've changed some of the questions so that they make more sense to my situation, but kept all of the questions, just changed them a little bit. I just thought that this would be a good way to get to know me as an au pair and what my experience as an au pair has been. Also, if you see me looking down, I have all the questions. Oh, you can't see that. I have all the questions written down in a notebook, so just so that I don't forget them. So if you see me looking down, that's why. So the first question is, why did you decide to be an au pair? For me, I decided to be an au pair because I was trying to find ways to live abroad while working and easy ways to do that. And I got an ad on Facebook from an au pair company. It's not, I don't even remember the name of the au pair company. It's not the au pair company that agency that I went with, but I got an ad on Facebook and I looked into what au pairing was and I was like, wow, that sounds so cool. Because I've always loved working with kids, especially younger kids. I find it so much fun. So I thought, I looked into it, I discussed it with my family and decided that this is what I wanted to do. I also wanted to be an au pair because when I was in high school, I wanted so badly to be an exchange student and live in another country for a year and go to school in another country, but we just couldn't afford it. Second question is, why did you go to your chosen country? So, if you don't know, I was an au pair last year in Germany, in Berlin, and this year I am an au pair in the UK, in London. So, the reason I chose to go to Germany first was mainly because one of my best friends, who was an exchange student at my school in high school, is from Germany. I ended up on the opposite side of Germany to her because I found an amazing host family. But I decided to go to Germany so that I could have a chance to see her, because I live in New Zealand. New Zealand is so far away from everything, and I just really wanted to be able to see my best friend. And I had started learning German when she left the country because I thought it would be a fun thing to do. And so I took the opportunity to go to Germany to improve my German language skills. The reason I chose to au pair in the UK this year was because I wanted to au pair again. I couldn't extend with my host family in Germany because of the au pair rules in Germany. I decided to au pair again in a different country. I wanted to go with an English speaking country though, because I'm still trying to learn German and it would just confuse me if I had to learn another language all over again. And my family both sides of my family, my mum's side and my dad's side, come from Scotland. So I thought coming to the UK would be a great opportunity for me to visit Scotland. The third question is, which agency did you use and why? So I used a New Zealand specific agency called Au Pair Link, and they were really great. I loved them. They had partner agencies in both Germany and the UK. So in Germany, their partner agency was called AUSA. They were really good as well. I really liked them. They were really good at organising meetups with other au pairs, and we had a weekend in Berlin and stuff like that, which was really nice. Au Pair Link's partner agency in the UK is called Childcare International. I haven't had too much to do with them at the moment because they haven't been able to do meetups or anything with other au pairs because of the whole coronavirus situation. But I'm sure they are a pretty alright agency and I haven't had any problems with them so far. I decided to use that agency because they had the best reviews, and I really wanted to go with an agency because I wanted the help with visas and stuff like that, and I wanted the support for finding a family, and if I had any troubles with my family I wanted the support of a third party to help me. And the fourth question is, when did I apply? So I don't 100% remember the answer to this. I think I applied for Germany in July of 2018, and for the UK I think I applied while I was still in Germany. I think I started applying in August or September roundabout, but I didn't get too many responses from host families for a while because of the time that I applied. Not too many families were starting to look for au pairs for the time that I wanted to start au pairing. Which the next question number 5, is when did you depart? So I left for the UK in March of 2020. Question number 6 is, what prior experience did you have with kids before au pairing? Before I started au pairing in Germany, I had a little bit of experience with babysitting, and I also, because once I had found a host family, my host family in Germany, their kids were quite young, so I did some volunteer hours to get up my hours of experience at a daycare that my auntie worked at in New Zealand. So I just volunteered for a whole day on my day off for the week, so I did about 8 hours a week. In case you didn't know, at least with my agency, you had to have, I don't remember exactly how many hours, but you had to have a lot of, I think it was something like 100 hours of experience, but that might be very agency specific or country specific. Question number 7 is, how long did it take for you to find a family? Like I said before, I don't really exactly remember. I think it might have, for both times, been around 2 months of waiting. Yeah, it felt like a really long time, but I was just very eager to get it all sorted. But I think it was around 2 months, maybe 1.5. Question number 8 was, were your host family the first family to contact you? And for both of my host families, they were the only families that I talked to. For my host family in Germany, I thought that they were just really nice, genuine, caring people, and even though they were the first family that I talked to, I hadn't been contacted by any other families. It was so nice, and I just clicked with them, and I thought, I want to be with this family. And for my UK family, it was much the same. I was a bit, when I first read their profile, I was a bit like, oh, I don't know about this family. Their kids are a lot older than what I'm used to. But when I had my Skype call with them, because I decided to Skype call with them anyway, just to see, I really got along with the parents. I thought I loved their personalities. I talked to the kids a little bit, and I thought that they were pretty, like, good kids. So I thought I'd give it a go, and they obviously liked me a bit as well. So that worked out. Number 9 is, what were your first impressions of your host families? So I kind of answered that a little bit in the last question, but my first impressions for both families were that they were friendly and nice, and I felt like they would be good at welcoming me into their homes. And for my German host family, I thought that they were very enthusiastic as well. When I first met them in person and on Skype, I thought they were very enthusiastic, which I really liked. And with my UK family, when I first met them as well, I thought they were very chill and relaxed. Like, when my host dad picked me up from the airport in March, the first thing he did was make a joke, and that was just really nice, and it made me not be as nervous. And number 10 is, how many host kids do you have? So in Germany I had 2 host kids, and here in the UK I have 3 host kids. Question number 11 is, how old are your host kids? So in Germany, I don't want to say specific ages because I just don't want to put that onto the internet, but in Germany both of my host kids were under 5, and this year my host kids range between the age of 7 and 15. Question number 12 is, where did you want to live? So this year I wanted to live in London, but I wasn't, or in Edinburgh, which is in Scotland, but I didn't specify any location because I thought that as long as I find a good host family, it doesn't matter where I am. Luckily, the host family that I do have is in London. Question number 13 is worded weirdly. I know Steph said this in her video as well, but it says, where and how will you live? So she assumed that it was like the setup of where you will live in the house, and if you'll be live in or live out. So I will just assume that that's what this means. So both years I lived in my host family's house. Both years I had, well, you have to have your own bedroom, and I also had my own bathroom each year. The only main difference is that last year I was on the top floor, and the only other room on the top floor of the house was my host parents' office, so the kids weren't allowed upstairs. And this year I live downstairs. My room is the only bedroom on the bottom floor. There's just the kitchen, dining room and living room and my bathroom. People use my bathroom for the toilet because it's the downstairs toilet and it's the toilet that visitors use. So that's the only real difference. Question number 14 is, would you extend? And the answer is yes. I have a visa to stay in the UK for 2 years. So I plan on staying for 2 years. So far I love my host family and I would extend with them if they want me to stay. I don't know, we have to see. Question number 15 is, what do you want to see during your au pair year? Right now, the thing I really want to see is London, because I haven't, if you've been watching my vlogs, you know, but I have not been able to go into London yet. I also want to at some point go to Scotland because, like I said, my family comes from Scotland. So it would be really nice to be able to go to Scotland and see where my family's from. Question number 16 is, how do you deal with different cultures? I personally like learning about different cultures. I like experiencing different cultures. Last year was really fun because Germany has a lot of different holidays and they do Christmas differently than us, and it was really nice last year learning about the German culture and the way that they do things. For this year, I would say that the UK isn't really that different than New Zealand. We are quite similar. New Zealand was colonised by the UK and we are part of the Commonwealth. So there's just subtle differences. Question number 17 is, what are you looking forward to most? Again, like I said, I just am looking forward to being able to travel finally. I can't wait for this lockdown to be lifted and be able to travel. That's what I'm looking forward to the most. Question number 18 is, what are you looking forward to? To be honest, the thing that I'm looking forward to least is having to wake my host kids up for school, because they've gotten so used to homeschooling, so they don't have to get up at 7:30 and get ready and get to school. I think the latest they're allowed to wake up now is 9 o'clock to start at 9:30. So I'm not looking forward to having to get them all up and out of the door by 8:30 in the morning. But aside from that, I can't think of anything that I'm not looking forward to. Question number 19 is, do you get homesick? And the answer is yes, I do get quite homesick. I mainly get homesick during holidays or birthdays, whether it's mine or my host family's birthdays, or just holidays like Christmas and Easter, because those are the times where I kind of feel most out of place, I guess. Those are the times I feel most homesick. I also feel like in lockdown I've felt more homesick because I haven't been able to keep myself busy, and because usually if I get homesick, the way that I cope with it is that I go out and I do things and I keep myself busy, and then usually the homesickness passes. So the next question, question number 20, is, what do you miss the most while you're away? So when I'm away, I miss the food the most, although that's not been so bad this year, but I usually tend to miss food and snack food and sweets that we have in New Zealand. And I also tend to miss my friends a lot. Question number 21 is what are your goals for this year? So my goals for this year is to be able to travel and try lots of new things. I'm also hoping to be able to grow more independent and be able to focus more on my fitness and my health. And I'm also hoping to grow my YouTube channel and be able to be helpful for other au pairs as well this year. Question number 22 is what are your expectations for this year? So my expectations are just that I expect to have fun and I expected to be able to travel a lot. Number 23, what are your biggest fears about au pairing? So my two biggest fears about au pairing is that I'm going to be bad at au pairing, and I don't know why I have that fear, because my host family last year really liked me, and this year so far my host family really like me and seem to be thinking that I'm doing a good job, which is good, but I always have a fear that I'm going to do a bad job. And I also always, before I come, I also usually have quite a fear that I'm not going to get along with my host family, because I'm quite a shy, timid person, so sometimes I wonder why I put myself in a situation where I have to meet new people and live with essentially strangers. But so far, those fears have stayed as irrational fears, and hopefully it stays that way. Question number 24 is what does your family think about you au pairing? So my family is pretty supportive. They all, for the most part, think that it's really cool that I am traveling and using my time while I'm still young and I have nothing to tie me down to travel. I think they're quite proud that I've been traveling as well. I think they miss me a lot too though, but they were all supportive. My mum was a bit unsupportive at the start, but she came around to it. And the last question is, what do you want to do after au pairing? So for me, when I get back to New Zealand, whenever that is, who knows when that will be, I want to have a year or two as a gap year to be able to just work and save money. I'll probably just work at a retail store somewhere, save some money up, and then after I've saved money up, I might do one trip somewhere. But after I've saved money up and stuff, then I am planning on studying early childcare education, which is 3 years at university. So yeah, those are my plans. I hope you guys liked this video. I'm planning on occasionally putting out sit-down videos on Wednesdays, as well as my weekly vlog that I post on Sunday or Monday, depending on if my computer cooperates with me. I won't be doing sit-down videos on Wednesday every week, but I'll do them every once in a while when I have one that's filmed. But yeah, I hope you liked this video and that you learned a bit more about au pairing and my experience as an au pair. If you have any questions or thoughts, leave them in the comments down below. And if you are curious about what my life is like as an au pair, make sure you check out my weekly vlogs. I post a new vlog every week. And yeah, I hope to see you for the next video. Bye!